Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something pretty chilling, actually. It's this idea that, well, danger can pop up in the most unexpected places.
Or from people you might just dismiss, right? People who seem totally ordinary at first glance.
Exactly. So we're not just telling spooky stories today. We're diving into real life, close calls, moments where, everyday life just twisted into something terrifying.
Near misses?
Yeah, total near misses. They really show how thin that line is between feeling safe and being in real peril.
And what's fascinating, or maybe disturbing, is how these individuals often just blend right in.
Totally.
There's no obvious sign most of the time. Makes it so hard to see the truth until it's almost, right on top of you.
We're going to look at some of those subtle signs, those gut feelings, and those moments where everything becomes terrifyingly clear.
Yeah, those moments of clarity.
Okay, so our first story, it's really unnerving. It involves a 16-year-old girl. Picture this. She's been stuck in the hospital for 4 months. 4 months. And she's in a wheelchair because of a heart condition.
That's already a tough situation. Very vulnerable.
Definitely. So her daily routine, the thing that kind of keeps her connected, is visits from her mom. And often they'd go outside down to this sort of beach access area the hospital had by a lake, just for some air.
A little bit of normalcy.
Yeah. So one day, she and her mom are waiting for the elevator, just a normal moment. And this man walks up to them.
Okay.
He stops, looks right at the daughter, and says something about her beautiful black hair.
Okay, could be innocent, but
the way he said it, she said it sent this like icy chill down her spine instantly. She described it as really predatory, like possessive, almost like he wanted to wear her hair, not just admire it. You know that feeling.
Oh, yeah. That immediate internal alarm. Something's deeply wrong.
Exactly that.
And that comment, it might seem like just a compliment to someone else overhearing it, but it's often that first step, isn't it? Testing boundaries.
Yeah, seeing how she reacts.
It's a statement, really. A crossing of a line. And her body, her intuition, picked up on it immediately.
So, okay, it gets worse. They get in the elevator, the doors close, and she feels this tugging on her hair.
Oh, no.
She looks over, and it's him, the man, just sort of subtly playing with her hair.
Wow. Right there in the elevator.
Yeah. She's totally creeped out, obviously. But her first thought is, don't cause a scene. She kind of wondered if maybe he had, like, a mental disorder or something.
No way to rationalize it, maybe.
Right. So she just leans away in her wheelchair as far as she can. Makes it harder for him to reach without her mom seeing.
Trying to handle it quietly.
Yeah. So they get out. The man just stays there by the elevator, watching them walk away.
Just watching. Okay.
She tells her mom what happened, and her mom's like, okay, if he does that again, I'm stepping in.
Good. At least her mom was aware now.
But then it happened again. And again, it became this horrible routine. The man would always be there by the elevator, always a comment about her hair.
Every time.
Pretty much. Inside the elevator, he'd try to touch it again. But now her mom was ready and would sort of subtly move, block him.
Okay, so the mom was shielding her.
Yeah. And then he'd just stand there and watch them leave. It was so creepy, this constant, low-level violation. But they started to kind of dismiss him as harmless.
Ah, there it is, that rationalization.
You can almost hear them thinking it, right? He's weird, but probably harmless.
It's such a common thing, though, that psychological trap. Our brains want things to be normal, We avoid conflict. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Normalization bias.
Exactly. And predators, they exploit that. They push boundaries just a little bit at a time. Because they know if they don't go full-on violent right away, we're likely to dismiss it. Oh, it's probably nothing.
And that harmless idea gets stuck in your head.
Makes it harder to react when things really escalate. But that consistent boundary pushing, even if he wasn't physically hurting her yet, that was the real alarm bell just screaming.
Okay, so this is where it goes from just disturbing to, flat out terrifying. About a month passes. They go down to the lake area like usual.
Okay.
But this time, the man isn't by the elevator. They maybe felt a little relief, didn't think much of it. So they get down there, and at some point, her mom needs to pop into the restroom.
Leaving the daughter alone.
Yeah, just for a minute. She's alone in her wheelchair by the lake, just enjoying the sun.
Okay, I have a bad feeling about this.
Suddenly, she feels herself being pushed. Yeah. From behind. Her first thought is, it's her mom, maybe being playful, like, okay, 5 more minutes.
Right.
She turns around, and it's not her mom. It's him, the man.
Oh my God.
And he's pushing her fast, straight towards this dense area of bushes. And the look on his face, she said, it was just purely predatory. No humanity there at all.
Just cold intent.
She screams,
Ugh.
but the only other people around are way out in a canoe on the lake.
Yeah.
Too far away.
Helpless.
Totally. And in that split second, this thought flashes through her mind. If I'm going to die, I'd rather it be my heart failing than by this dude's hand.
Wow.
Remember, she's been told walking could be dangerous for her heart condition. But she just does it. She pushes herself out of the wheelchair.
Adrenaline must have just surged.
Absolutely. Ignores everything she's been told about her limits, and she just sprints. Runs with everything she has towards the restroom. She risked everything.
Incredible bravery.
And she looks back, and the man isn't chasing her. He's just standing there by the wheelchair she left behind, looking completely shocked.
Shocked. Why?
It seemed like he genuinely believed she was paralyzed, that his target was completely helpless. He hadn't counted on her being able to run.
That shock, it really shows his twisted view, doesn't it? His miscalculation. He picked her because he thought she was easy prey.
Exactly. But more than that, it shows her incredible will to survive, to just defy everything, even her own body's supposed limits when faced with death.
That fight or flight just took over completely. Amazing.
So she reaches her mom, who heard the scream and came running out. They both look back.
Is he still there?
He's running, bolting away, she said, like there's a rocket up his arse. Just gone.
Wow.
They tell hospital staff immediately, of course. Security gets involved. They put a watch out. For months after, there was security posted by the elevator on her floor.
And the man?
Never seen again. Just vanished. An incredibly close call. Started with creepy comments, escalated to, well, almost the worst possible outcome.
That quick thinking, though, that refusal to be a victim, it's a powerful theme.
It really is. Okay, so from the vulnerability of hospital, let's shift gears a bit. We're going to Cleveland, Ohio, back in 2009. Different setting, but maybe some similar undercurrents. It's the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game tournaments.
Ah, okay. Hobbyist subcultures.
Right. These weekly events drew in all sorts of people. Lots of them had nicknames. It was its own little world.
And those kinds of subcultures, they build this great sense of community, shared interest, which is good.
Yeah, usually.
But sometimes that sense of camaraderie can also inadvertently provide cover for people with less wholesome intentions. They can blend in easier. The shared interest can make people lower their guard a bit.
Makes sense. So the person telling this story, they were just 13 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very young. And they go to this tournament, but their older brother isn't with them this time. They ended up playing against this older guy. His nickname was the Mermaid.
The Mermaid. Okay.
Described as kind of short, a bit overweight, usually pretty quiet. But right from the start of the game, the narrator felt something was off.
That gut feeling again.
Totally. The Mermaid kept complimenting them on their playing, on their dice, but also making a lot of weird comments unrelated to the game.
Testing the waters. Classic grooming behavior, unfortunately.
Grooming?
Yeah, those aren't genuine compliments. They're probes. Seeing how the kid reacts if they push back, trying to create this false sense of connection or maybe even obligation. It's subtle, but it's about breaking down boundaries without being overtly aggressive. Psychological infiltration, almost.
Okay, that makes a creepy kind of sense. So the narrator actually loses the first game, and the Mermaid seems pretty happy about beating a kid.
Ego boost, maybe?
Maybe. But then, second game, the narrator completely crushes him, wipes the floor with him, and the Mermaid gets visibly annoyed, irritated.
His ego couldn't take it.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
So before the third game, the deciding one, things get really uncomfortable.
How so?
The Mermaid leans in, speaks very quietly, and grabs the narrator's hand really tightly.
Whoa, physical contact. Big escalation.
Yeah. And he makes this wager. He says, if I win, I'll drive you home, and if you win, I'll buy you a booster pack.
Drive you home. The kid's 13.
Exactly. And the narrator, even being that young, immediately knew this was wrong. Super dangerous offer. Especially because, get this, they only live 3 blocks away from the store.
3 blocks. He could walk that easily. That offer makes no sense unless...
Unless you want to isolate the kid. Get him in your car. It was a blatant attempt.
That's a massive escalation. Moving from those subtle comments to a direct attempt to get the child alone. The loss in the game seemed to flip a switch. No more subtlety.
Terrifying. But before the narrator can even say anything, the store owner steps in.
Oh, good.
Comes right over to their table, looks at the Mermaid, and asks pointedly, what's going on here?
Called him out.
Yeah. The Mermaid just goes silent. Busted. Then the owner leans down and whispers to the narrator, if he gives you any more trouble, I'll kick him out for good.
Wow. Good on the store owner for noticing and stepping in.
Definitely. So the narrator wins the third game, knocks the mermaid out of the tournament, and he just leaves immediately.
Didn't stick around.
Nope. Later, the narrator asks the owner, why do you call him the mermaid? And the owner says, oh, his first name is Ariel. You know, like the Disney movie. It started as a joke and just stuck.
Oh, okay.
Just a weird nickname at the time. But then, years later, May 2013.
What happened then?
News breaks in Cleveland. 3 young women escaped from a house where they'd been held captive for years by a man named Ariel Castro.
No, the mermaid.
The narrator saw the news, saw the name, the location, and realized with this, like, sickening cold dread, that guy, Ariel the Mermaid Castro, could have been trying to make them his next victim back in 2009.
Oh my God. That is horrifying. That casual offer to drive him home.
Took on a whole new monstrous meaning. That nickname wasn't just weird, it was chillingly accurate in a way no one knew.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to another Cleveland story, believe it or not. This one's passed down in a family. It's about an aunt who had a very specific kind of job.
Okay.
She worked for an agency that helped convicted criminals get back into society, specifically finding them jobs.
Right. Reintegration programs, that's tough work. Inherently involves dealing with people who've done very serious things.
Exactly. You have to believe in rehabilitation, approach them without judgment, but also
Yeah.
you need to be incredibly aware, constantly assessing risk. It takes a certain kind of person.
Absolutely. A lot of emotional resilience needed there.
So this aunt, she was experienced. She knew how to talk to people who'd done terrible things, but she always tried to see their potential for change. The agency had protocols, checks, trying to make sure the clients were genuinely trying to turn things around.
Standard practice for those programs.
Right. So she had this one client. He had a lot of trouble getting around. Lived really far from any public transport, far from the agency office.
Transportation is a huge barrier for people re-entering society.
For sure. So over several months, they built up what she felt was a, friendly but professional relationship. And eventually, because of his transport issues, she started offering him rides sometimes when it fit her schedule.
Okay, going a bit above and beyond, maybe.
Maybe, but trying to help him succeed. So she'd pick him up, drop him off at his house, often on her way home from work. She described him as, quote, always nice enough, quiet, and a little eccentric, but nothing too strange.
Eccentric how, does she say?
Didn't elaborate much beyond that, just, maybe a bit odd, but seemingly harmless in their interactions.
Okay.
Then one time, as she's dropping him off, he invites her in for a drink.
Ah, the invitation.
Yeah. She politely declined, said, professional boundaries, can't do that. Just a casual refusal based on her work rules.
But that decision feels significant now, doesn't it?
Hugely significant in hindsight.
It's that boundary testing again, isn't it? Trying to move the interaction from a public or semi-public space, her car, into his private space, his territory.
Exactly. And her sticking to her professional rules, maybe combined with just a bit of intuition, who knows?
Likely saved her life. It really highlights how those small moments, those seemingly minor decisions, can have enormous consequences.
So the client eventually moves on from the agency. Seems like he got things sorted. She didn't hear from him again. And, life goes on. She mostly forgets about him.
Okay.
Until sometime later months, maybe a year or two, she sees his face on the TV news.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah. Police had raided his house. Neighbors had complained about smells or something. And inside, they found what the news called a horror show.
What did he do?
He had murdered something like 7 girls and women and hidden their bodies under the floorboards of his house.
Under the floorboards, while she was dropping him off there.
Here's the part that just turns your stomach. The forensic work showed the victims were killed at different times. Some of them died before she even met him.
So he was actively killing.
During the entire time she knew him. During the time she was giving him rides, driving him home to the house where he was hiding bodies.
Oh my God. She was alone in a car with him, driving him to his killing ground.
The family is absolutely convinced, they say it with chilling certainty, that if she had accepted that invitation for a drink that day, she would have been one of the victims found under the floor.
I have no doubt they're right. That is profoundly disturbing. The evil hiding in plain sight.
Right alongside us. Unbelievable. Okay, one more story for today. This one takes us down to upstate Florida, sometime between, say, 2013 and 2015.
All right. Florida.
We have a security guard. He's working the night shift at an RV resort. It's late, maybe 10:30 p.m. He's driving down this long, narrow dirt road. very dark, very isolated.
Not a good place to break down.
And that's exactly what happens. Blows a tire. He's stranded out there, middle of nowhere, hardly any streetlights. That feeling of being isolated, vulnerable, it's immediate.
Yeah, being stranded like that, especially at night in a remote spot, it ramps up the anxiety instantly. Predators know this. They look for situations where someone is vulnerable, where the environment itself shifts the power.
Definitely. So he calls his manager, tells him he's going to be late, gets out, starts trying to get his car jack positioned under his truck, just trying to deal with the situation.
Right, focusing on the problem at hand.
As he's doing that, he sees headlights coming up the road behind him. Dim headlights like from a golf cart.
A golf cart. Out there.
Yeah, a bit weird. But his first thought is maybe it's a local, someone who lives nearby, maybe coming to see if he needs help. A flicker of hope.
Understandable. You'd hope for help in that situation.
The golf cart pulls up and stops right behind his truck. He stands up, ready to explain, ask for help maybe, but the person in the golf cart doesn't say anything. Then he hears the door open, someone getting out.
Okay, the silence is a bit weird.
And as the figure steps into the dim glow from the golf cart's headlights, he sees him. Middle-aged guy, no shirt on, got a beer gut, hairy legs.
All right. Bit strange, but maybe just Florida man stuff.
But then he realizes the guy isn't just shirtless, he's completely naked.
Naked.
Stark naked. And then the final horrifying detail clicks into place. He sees something in the man's hands. A machete.
Naked with a machete out on a dark road.
Oh, this is bad.
Just imagine that image, the shock, the absolute terror.
That visual. The unexpected nudity, the weapon.
Yeah.
It just shatters any expectation of help. It instantly turns the situation into pure threat. That disorientation, that sheer weirdness, it's terrifying in itself. Designed to paralyze you for a second.
The man doesn't say a word, just starts walking towards him. Slowly, deliberately.
Our guard doesn't hesitate. Pure instinct. Jumps back in his truck, slams the door, starts the engine, and just floors it. Doesn't even grab the jack he left under the truck.
Get out of there.
His truck is lurching, right? Flat tire, totally awkward, but he's moving. He glances in his mirror.
Is the guy chasing him?
The golf cart headlights are right behind him, gaining on him. Somehow that golf cart is keeping up pretty well, even with the truck struggling on the flat. The guy is relentlessly pursuing him.
In a golf cart, that's insane persistence.
Totally insane. So the guard makes another split-second decision. Just pure desperation. He slams on his brakes. Hard.
Brake check the golf cart.
Basically. Less than a second later, wham. He hears and feels the golf cart crash right into the back of his truck.
Whoa.
He rolls down his window, yells, "Fuck you, creep," and just guns it again, speeding off into the night, leaving the wrecked golf cart and the naked machete guy behind.
That took serious nerve.
Yeah.
Using the truck itself as a weapon almost? A defensive weapon.
Absolutely. Just pure survival mode. Incredible presence of mind under that kind of extreme pressure, turning a broken down vehicle into an escape tool and, a battering ram.
Whatever it takes. Did he get away clean?
He actually managed to get to work, basically on time, despite having a totally messed up rim now. He tells his manager everything. They call the police.
Did they find the guy?
Police searched the roads, but nothing. No sign of the naked man, no sign of the golf cart. Weirdly, his car jack was found and returned later.
Huh. So the guy cleared out fast.
Seems like it. The back of the truck barely had a dent, so the golf cart must have taken almost all the damage from the collision.
Lucky.
The guard figured the guy must have been high on something serious, like meth. Said the area had a reputation for that. Needless to say, he doesn't own that truck anymore, and he doesn't work at that RV resort. That experience, it sticks with you.
I can only imagine. A naked man with a machete chasing you in a golf cart. That's not something you forget.
Not ever. So these stories, they're more than just unsettling, right? They're really stark reminders of how unpredictable people can be, how quickly darkness can show itself.
Absolutely. In each case, someone's ordinary facade just crumbled, revealed something truly terrifying underneath.
And it really hammers home how important it is to trust your gut, to notice those little things, those shifts from just uncomfortable to genuinely dangerous.
And sometimes it shows the incredible things people do to survive when faced with that danger.
Yeah, the sheer will.
And what connects them all, I think, is that element of surprise. How danger just walked into completely normal situations. A hospital elevator, a game store, a professional relationship, a roadside breakdown.
Totally mundane settings.
It leaves you with that uncomfortable question, doesn't it? How well do you really know the people you cross paths with every day, even briefly?
Yeah. And how fast can things turn? From totally normal to life or death. It's a sobering thought.
It really is.
Remember, everyone, staying aware, trusting that intuition, it matters. We hope this deep dive into these close calls was insightful, maybe a bit unsettling, but hopefully in a way that makes you think.
Food for thought, definitely.
If you found this engaging, please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docx. We explore chilling stories like these regularly.
Your support helps us keep bringing these stories to light.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Until then, stay safe out there.